How do you write the best, the most effective career summary for your CV? Let's check it out. Hi, my name is Matt. I'm an executive search consultant and your career coach at Pinpoint Asia. Today, we will discuss the number one thing that you need to know and do in order to make your career summary section stand out like nothing else. Career summary, for those of you who are not familiar, is a short paragraph at the beginning of your CV detailing your strongest selling points. It is like your elevator sales pitch for your experience. And it is usually one of the first things people look at and read when they open your CV, and therefore it has the potential to grab the reader's attention right away. Yet at the same time, unfortunately, it is also one of the most misunderstood sections of a resume. Therefore, before I discuss with you the most important tip for your career summary as to what you need to do, let me share with you what you need to avoid first. Number one, summary that is too long. If it is too long, it simply loses its effectiveness as a career summary. Can you imagine an elevator pitch that is 10 minutes long or even 5 minutes? Again, if it is too long, people will not pay attention. I sometimes see CVs whose career summary spans almost the entire first page. When it is that long, I guarantee it, no one will read it. Therefore, keep it to 3 to 4 lines max. Anything longer than that is probably too lengthy. Number two, writing your career objective instead. People confuse these two all the time. But career summary and your career objective are not the same thing. Career summary is a concise abstract of the most relevant details of yourself. Career objective is a type of role you're looking for, sort of like your career goal. Traditionally, it was considered a best practice to always include your career objective in your CV. Now, not so much. But of course, there's nothing wrong with including your career objective in your CV, but please make sure that you do not confuse the two and mistake one for the other. Number three, generic fluffy details. Lastly, it is quite tempting to include nice sounding but almost meaningless words in your career summary. I'm referring to words such as hardworking, diligent, motivated, and etc. You know what I mean. These words sound nice, but anybody can use them and they don't have to qualify at all. Therefore, they do not carry much meaning or weight. And therefore, it'll not do much in terms of making you or helping you stand apart from your competition. It is much better, it is much more effective to include concrete achievements and quantifiable results as much as possible instead. Now that we have covered what not to do, what is the most important point when it comes to your career summary? The biggest challenge or the question that most job seekers have when it comes to this section is deciding what to include and what not to include here. They often say things like, there are so many things that I've done over the duration of my career. Exactly which project and what experience should I include here and therefore emphasize in the career summary? And it is a valid question because your career summary cannot be very long, so it is impossible to include everything, and we have to distill the most impactful set of experience. So should I highlight my management skills? Do I always choose my most recent experience? What are my most relevant and powerful, impactful details? What most people do is choosing what they believe is the most noteworthy experience, achievements that they are most proud of. Usually, it is the most complex or difficult set of work that they have done, biggest challenges, most difficult challenges that they had to overcome, largest budget that they managed, or biggest teams, and etc. Certainly, they think, I need to include the most impressive set of experience in order to impress the potential employer into interviewing me, right? That is simply not true. The work that you are most proud of may or may not be what the potential employer is looking for. And if it is not what they're looking for, then it becomes irrelevant. For example, if your most impressive experience was tuning your existing application to squeeze out the last drop of performance, but the role that you're applying to does not have such a latency requirement, then your experience will not be as interesting. Or for example, if the largest budget that you managed was, say, $20 million, but the role that you're applying to will only deal with, say, $1 million, then it would be much more effective and much more relevant to discuss your experience of managing a smaller, a more comparable budget size. And lastly, if you're applying to an individual contributor role without any management, then listing out all your impressive management success in your career summary section will not only be inapplicable, but the employer may get the idea or may feel that you will not be interested in this position in the long run. The most effective details that you can include in your career summary are the ones that are closest to what the potential employer is looking for the particular position in question. It boils down to this one thing: understand what the employer is looking for and give them exactly that, or as close to it as possible. What you can do and what you need to do is to take the job description and any other information that you have about the opportunity and identify the key requirements, the most important requirements, and then choose your experience that is most closely aligned to these requirements, and that will be the basis for your career summary. Now, what it implies, what it means is that your career summary has to be catered to each role and the company that you apply to. Well, I mean, as a matter of fact, you want to modify your entire CV and especially the work experience section before making any application. But even more so, your career summary has to be customized for each position and each role that you apply. And as long as you do this, you will be able to write effective, relevant, and interesting career summary that will grab the reader's, the employer's attention as quickly as possible, and that'll lead to more interviews and better results. As long as you remember and do this, you will be able to write a highly effective, interesting, and relevant career summary that'll grab the attention of the potential employer and will lead to more interviews and better results. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel, and we will continue to come to you with new and fresh content every week. I wish you all the best in your job search, and see you again soon.